welcome back to my channel, Dreamweaver Energy. Today is April 30th, and I am here back with you all again today to offer energy guidance, energy reading for today. As always, before we get into this reading, I like us to ground into this present moment, ground into your space so that we can align with the energies that are available to us. So I'm going to invite you to find a comfortable seat. You can either lie flat on your back, you can sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, or you can sit in easy pose, easy yoga pose, or just sit with your feet straight out in front of you. And as you find your comfortable place, I invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale that air through your mouth. One more time, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Last time, deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. All right, now I would like for you to, as you're still sitting in your comfortable seat, I would like for you to imagine that energy is, you are drawing energy up from the center of the earth. You can draw that energy up through the soles of your feet or through your seat, your root chakra, allowing that energy to completely fill your body. Allow that energy to travel its way up through the center of your body, through your energy channels, allowing that energy to flow through your heart chakra, your throat chakra, making its way up through your third eye, pineal gland, and allow that energy then to reach your crown, the crown of your head, your crown chakra. And as it reaches there, imagine feeling the pressure of that energy, and then allow that energy to escape the top of your head, just like pop out the top of your head. Feel that energy as it reaches up 18 inches above your head, and then allow that energy to coalesce with the celestial energy or the energy of your higher source that rains down upon you every day at all times. So allow that energy to coalesce, to combine, to marry, to play, to just combine. I want you to take one last deep breath in, and we are going to ground into the space. Okay, hopefully we are all grounded in our respective spaces. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. As always, I'm starting with my Sacred Geometry deck. I want to thank Divine Creator Infinite Intelligence for allowing me to be an open and clear channel to receive messages from angels, ancestors, spirit guides, spiritual court for our highest and greatest good today. Let's find out what they have for us. What guidance do our guides, angels, and Divine Creator have for us today? One more. All right, what guidance do we have today, Spirit? Can I just get one card today? What guidance do we need as we move on our journey today? Oh, too many. Let's try this again. Just one card today, Spirit. One card for guidance. The Cosmic Flower. Okay, Cosmic Flower. The frequency of the Cosmic Flower. Oh, also this is 18 on the card here. I'm breaking down to a 9. 9 being fulfillment. Okay, the frequency of Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence into the world. Okay, So this card is inviting us to activate that frequency of the cosmic flower so that we can get into the state of remembering the place that we call home, remembering the place that we originated from. Not from this physical realm, because we know that we all came from our mother's womb, but the place that we came from, the place called home, the place that our soul originated from. Okay, so this card is inviting us to remember our cosmic beginning. Tap into that frequency. And once we are able to do that, once we're able to tap into that frequency of this cosmic flower, we can pour that magnificence, we pour that frequency, we pour that knowing back out into the world, so that other people have the ability to then tap into their frequency as well. Okay. All right, let's move forward and tap into our Moonology deck to find out what guidance we have from the moon today. What guidance do we have from the moon today, Spirit? Holy Spirit. What moon guidance do we have today from the moon, Spirit? All right. Oh, we got 2 cards, but I'm being instructed to keep them both. So let's do this one first. This is a new moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. Okay, and this goes directly with this card. Once we get into remembering where we came from, remembering our cosmic home, remembering the place that we originated from, remembering where our souls originated from, we want to give. We want to be in a state of giving. This card, our cosmic flower card, says we can pour that magnificence out into the world. And that is really in line with what this card is saying. It's time to give than take. We don't want to be in a state of taking right now. Rather, we want to pour our knowing, pour our awareness out into the world. Okay, it's time to give rather than take. This card is a new moon in Virgo. Let's see if there's any additional guidance that we have for this card. New moon in Virgo. Let's see. This card is inviting us to actually take stock of our situation, from where, basically taking stock of where we are and where we want to go. New moon is always a card of a new start or a restart. And the Virgo energy suggests that you make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Okay. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you have been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the upswing. So this may be a time of eating clean, maybe even fasting, delving into maybe alternative therapies, alternative medicine, mindfulness as well would be a good thing to get involved in. I don't know why my words are like not here this morning. And when we take care of ourselves, take care of our health, take care of our bodies, then we are in a place where we can give, right? Because if we're not feeling well, then we really have nothing else to give. If our cup isn't full, we don't have anything to give. So this card is inviting us to, or this Virgo energy, I should say, is inviting us to take care of ourselves so that we do have energy and time and love to give to other people. Okay. Okay, let's move forward to our goddess deck and find out what goddesses we're aligned with today. See what guidance they have for us. What goddesses are aligned with us today and have a message for us. Holy Holy Spirit, please align us with the goddess that has the message that is for our greatest good today. All right. What goddesses have messages that are for our greatest good today? Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. I forgot that there was another card that popped out of this moon deck. So before I move forward, let me pull this one. New Moon in Scorpio is what the second card was. I'm sorry, I forgot that one popped out too. New Moon in Scorpio. So this card is inviting us to work through our fears. Okay, work through our fears. As we begin to ascend, as we begin to be enlightened, as we, you know, each day we do these readings, we are delving deeper and deeper into our consciousness, deeper and deeper into the reality of this universe. There are things that we could definitely butt up against that causes us fear, things that we're not familiar with, also things that will come up for us personally as we're doing this work. And so this card is inviting us to work through those fears. This card does suggest a rebirth as well. Again, new moon is all about new starts and new beginnings. So you can think of you know, a situation that you may be involved in as like a phoenix, maybe rising from the ashes into that like birth, death, and rebirth paradigm. That's also what Scorpio energy is all about. So this both of these new moon cards suggest that there's a new start for you. Something new is happening in your life. Okay, it may be a little dark, however, you know, dark in the sense that it's new territory, uncharted territory. Maybe you've never been there, or I shouldn't say maybe. If it's uncharted territory, you have never been there before. And so when you're going into uncharted territory, it is usually a dark place, but you are there, you being the light, you are there to light it up, right? You're there to light it up. This card is also suggesting that you are magical. If you know that you're magical, then this is a perfect time for you to start working your magic, okay? Also, again, in talking about darkness, let's go back to that. The energy of Scorpio, can be a little dark. And it may cause us to face our shadow self, which is necessary for ascension and enlightenment. You have to face you, you know, all of you, not just the, you know, the beautiful, loving, you know, positive vibe part of you, but also that part of you that is dark, that shadow, that, I mean, we both have both extremes within all of us. And so this card is again asking you to work through your fears as you go through that process. Okay. All right, now let's move forward to our goddess deck, and I'm going to shuffle this one more time. Oops, maybe not. Let's try it again. All right, now what goddess has guidance for us today on our path? What goddess energy has guidance for us today, Holy Spirit? Too many, I'm sorry. It's a lot of cards. Yeah. One card, please, Spirit. Let's shuffle once more. Just one card, Spirit. Which guidance is, what goddess is available for us today? Just one card, Holy Spirit. Okay, we are with Artemis, goddess Artemis. She's the goddess of focus. The number on this card is a number 4, which is a card about, excuse me, not a card. Uh, 4 is for stability and foundations. So Artemis, what do you have for us, Artemis? Artemis is here to encourage us to focus on our journey. There's a lot of things that are going on around us. There are a lot of distractions. Everyone is also on a separate journey, separate path. And Artemis is inviting us to really focus on what we are here to do. What is our divine purpose? What is the divine plan for our lives? So she's here. The Goddess Artist is here to invite us to focus on ourselves, really, to focus on ourselves, right? We're wanting to tap into, the place that we call home, so we can be rooted in our being, rooted in our worthiness, rooted in our purpose, rooted in what we're called here to do. Once we take care of ourselves, take the time, focus on ourselves, take care of our health, we'll be in a position to give rather than take. And focusing on our, not focusing on our fears, but working through our fears, working through that shadow, that dark place that this new moon energy is taking us into, this new time in our lives, this rebirth, this new start. Artemis is saying now is the time to focus on yourself. You spent a lot of time focusing on other people, helping other individuals, getting involved in other things. But Artemis is saying now is the time to focus on yourself, right? We do want to give rather than take, but you still need to have your cup full. Okay, you need to be full in order to be in a state of giving. So now is the time that we want to really focus our attention on ourselves, on our well-being, on our health. We want to focus our attention on our journey, working through our fears, working with that shadow self, focusing on ourselves, our whole being is what Artemis is inviting us to do here. Okay. All right. Sorry for that silence. I was just listening for any other messages that came through. All right, so we're gonna get ready to close this out with our last deck, our practical guidance for today. So we will ask Holy Spirit for what practical guidance do we need for today? What will benefit us? What's going to be for our highest and greatest good today, Holy Spirit? What is for our greatest and highest good today, Spirit? What practical guidance do we need? Just one card, please, Spirit, Holy Spirit. Just one card, Holy Spirit. What practical guidance will serve us today? The universal flow. Okay, the universal flow. The card says, we cannot fight the universe. It refuses to be budged from its course. We can only go with it. Okay, so again, this reminds me of the pull that the goddess that we pulled yesterday, Goddess Rhea, which was the goddess of flow. Nevertheless, the universe, there are more forces in the universe that are working towards the greater good for the entire universe. Those powers are much greater than us. So it doesn't benefit us to resist what is happening. right? What's already happening in our lives. And what's already happening in our lives is that the universe is working on our behalf, always working on our behalf, always moving us toward our greatest good, always getting us to a point where we are accelerating, um, always helping us, always coordinating things on our behalf, right? So when that happens, there are times when we can feel a bit of resistance, especially if we're talking about working through fears and going through a dark time. You could attribute this to like the dark night of the soul, going through that process of enlightenment or ascension, or facing our shadow self. We could find ourselves in some resistance there, right? And so this card is inviting us, encouraging us really to not fight what is happening, right? Don't fight the universe, because it not only can it not be, it refuses to be budged from its course. But its course is only one of good for us all, right? It's only one of good for us all. It's always moving us forward, not taking us back, right? So we can only go with it. That's the best thing. Surrender. That's a word that just came to me. Surrender. The best thing for us to do is surrender to the power of the universe, because the power of the universe is helping us. And if we tap into this frequency of the cosmic flower, activating our remembrance of where we call home, we would recognize that. We would understand that. We would understand that everything is happening for our good. The place that we call home, the place where our soul originated from, that is what is moving this universe and everything else, really. Not just our universe, but all that is moving things moving everything for its greater good. The universe is not doing anything that is detrimental to itself. Therefore, it's not doing anything that's detrimental to us, because we are a part of the universe. We are a part of it. The place that we call home, the place where our souls originated, is part of that universe. And so it is not going to do anything that is detrimental to itself. Therefore, nothing that is detrimental to us. And so it is important. And really it's what's the word that I want to use? It is beneficial. It's beneficial for us to flow with the universe, to be in the flow with the universe. Okay? So, I am going to leave it there. I don't really like to make these videos long. I just like to pop in and give you all some guidance that you can go throughout your day with, that you can carry with you, things that you can focus on, be mindful of, and or work on throughout your day and going forward, okay? All of the readings that I do every day, we are tapping into cosmic energy, 5D energy, moon energy, goddess energy, in order for us to incorporate these things, to start integrating these energies into our daily life. So this is not just for today, right? This energy is not just for today. This is for you to take into your life every day going forward. Some of these things, some of them, of course, won't apply, but, working through your fears, fear is something that we always will have. It's going to always show up in our lives, right? So I'm going to leave it there. I hope that you all found this read helpful and valuable. As always, I truly appreciate you all checking in, tuning into my channel for these daily readings. I do plan on providing some different readings going forward, but I won't include those in this daily reading. I think I'll do like a separate video for those. And so I may start that beginning next week. But until then, thank you all again for tuning in and watching. I truly, truly appreciate you all. And I pray that you all have a prosperous, amazing, flow-filled day. And I will see you all tomorrow. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.